this is Simon from boltonguitar.co.uk, and this is part 3 of my tutorial on how to play Prelude number 1 in E minor by Villa-Lobos. So we're starting at bar 39 with the last chord from the previous tutorial. So we're starting with the first finger on the 4th string 9th fret, the third finger on the 3rd string 11th fret, 2nd string open, and the little finger on the 1st string 11th fret. So that's giving us B, F sharp, B open and D sharp. And there's a pause over that chord. So that's really the end of the previous tutorial. And now our first finger drops down to the 4th fret, F sharp on the 4th string, we play that note, followed by G with the 2nd finger on the 5th string 5th fret, which sets the 3rd finger up to land straight on that 6th fret 5th string D sharp. Then the little finger is ready for the E at the 7th fret 5th string. And now we can drop to the 3rd fret on the 5th string C, which we play along with the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings open. So we're playing into bar 40, we play the 2nd finger on the B, 2nd fret, 5th string. We then play the 5th string open A with the chord, that's the first 3 strings open. We're dropping onto the 3rd fret, 6th string G, 2nd fret, 5th string, 6th string F sharp with the chord, open 6th string E, and then back to the G at the 3rd fret on the 6th string, but we use the first finger. That's to set us up for the chords that are now coming up. So we've got so now what we do is move the first finger up to the 8th fret, which gives us C on the 6th string. We want the 2nd finger on the 4th string 8th fret B flat, the 3rd finger on the 2nd string 8th fret G, and our little finger on the 3rd string 9th fret E. So we play the bass note, and then we're playing the 3 strings, 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings together. So it's now again we're back to these curious Villa-Lobos sounds. Keep the fingers on the chord, but what we're now doing, the right hand is moving over to the upper 3 strings. So what we're now playing is the G, the E, the G and the E again open. So we're playing then back again with the bass notes. We're playing that chord shape. Now all we need to do is drop it back a fret. You don't need to take your fingers off, just drop it down to the 7th position and you play exactly the same sequence. So that is into bar 43, and the first beat are harmonics. So we're placing the little finger on the 6th string 12th fret, just lightly touching the string, and we play the harmonic. And then we're playing the first 3 strings again at the 12th fret as a harmonic. On the second beat we now need to move down to the 7th position. So I play this with a bar. So I'm barring at the 7th fret, which gives me the first string B. I put the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 8th fret G, the little finger on the 7th fret, on the 3rd string 9th fret E, and the 3rd finger next to it on the 9th fret 4th string B, which that is an E minor chord. So you play the first 3 strings together, And then the right hand again is just dropping back a string. So the first chord is the first 3 strings. Then we're playing the second, third and fourth strings together. So we've got I use a bar chord because I just find it easier to aim for the chord. You could actually just finger that with the first finger, aiming for that B at the 7th fret. I just find that a bit unsteady. I'd rather just bar the whole chord. But that's up to the individual player. You can experiment both ways. Or you do have to just be slightly more accurate with that first finger rather than just pushing it across at the 7th fret. So we've got, on the third beat, we're taking the fingers off and just playing the third, second and first strings together, dropping down on the 4th string, 2nd fret to the E. And this time we're now playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings together. So bar 43 comes out as, keep that second finger on because we're going to repeat this chord. So we're playing on the bass, we put the 3rd finger now on the 3rd fret, 5th string. We play that with the 3-note chord. B at the 2nd fret, open, 5th string A, across onto the 6th string, 3rd fret G, open, 6th string E, and then back to the G with the third, this time with the 3rd finger, because we need to hold that E. So bar 44 is, so we've got now bar 45 and 46 are a repeat of the bar 41 and 42. So we're back to the 8th fret, back down the fret. We've got the same sequence on bar 47 with the harmonics. So those 3 bars are just repeats of what you've already played. So now into bar 48. Now be careful. Many players play this wrong. It's easy to play, but what happens is you get bar 48 mixed up with bar 44. So we start off with the first beat. We're playing the 4th string open along with the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings open. We then play the 3rd fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, and we're playing the 5th string and again the first 3 strings open. Onto the 2nd beat, our bass note drops to the 2nd fret B on the 5th string, but this time the right hand has dropped back and we're now playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings in the chord. Open 5th string, repeat the same chords, 3rd fret, 6th string G with the chord, and then F sharp. So bar 48 is, as I say, be careful that you don't get that mixed up with bar 45, which seems to be bar 44, which seems to be a common problem that many players trip up over. So now bar 49 is pretty straightforward. You're placing the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, C sharp, and the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string E. Now you'll notice that there's grace notes on the bass notes of this. So what we're doing, you're playing the low E, but slightly playing it just slightly before the C sharp. And then we play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings together, up onto the first 3 strings, back, down, up, down. So we're playing our third finger drops down to the C, and we're basically playing an F chord. So we want the little finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret F, the second finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string A, and a partial bar across 2 strings at the 1st fret, giving us C and F. So again, we stagger those first 2 notes, and then same as before, we play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd, and 2nd, 3rd, 2nd and 1st. So it's back, bar 51, place the 2nd finger now on the 2nd fret 5th string B. We want the 1st finger on the 1st fret 4th string D sharp, the 3rd finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret A, and the little finger on the 1st string 2nd fret F sharp. Again, we stagger the first 2 notes, and then we're playing the 4, 3 and 2 again, 3, 2, 1, back to 4, 3, 2. We're now moving back up to the first 3 strings, but notice your little finger moves up to your G at the 3rd fret, and then we play the 3rd and 2nd strings together. So bar 51 is so that's taking us to bar 51, and then a complete change comes into it, which will be part of the next tutorial. So I'll play it slowly from bar 39. So we're starting with our chord. Up to the 8th fret. Down to the 7th fret. Harmonics. E minor chord. Back up to that 8th fret for the repeat. Again, harmonics. Remember this. Oh. F chord. B7 chord. So just play it through slowly from bar 39. Down. Harmonics. Up to the 8th fret. Same again. B7 chord. Slow down slightly. And that takes us into our next part of this piece. So that's where I'll leave it on this tutorial for the left hand. Let's just go over and see what the right hand's doing. So just to check out what the right hand's doing, we just need to know where we get some of these hand movements with the chords. So we're starting at bar 39 with the full chord. The sequence of bass notes are all played with the thumb. Dropping down, and again we're playing the thumb now and fingers for the chord. Bass note, thumb and chord, bass note, thumb and chord, chord. Moving up to our 8th position, we're into bar 41. So we play the bass note, and this is where our hand moves across. So we're playing the 4th string, 3rd and 2nd, then on the 3rd, 2nd and 1st. So we're backwards and forwards. same on the next bar 42. Harmonics, played with the thumb, and then the 3 fingers for the chord, harmonics. We're playing the first 3 strings with the 3 fingers, bring the hand back and play second, third and fourth strings with the fingers, back to the first 3 strings, and then back down. So basically your hands, your fingers are just moving backwards and forwards. So that gives us then now we're playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings as the chord and working down with the bass notes. Back to the repeated chord sequence. All this is just repeats. Now, bar 48, remember I said this is where a lot of plays go wrong. So we're playing the first 3 strings for the chord along with the open 4th string. Then the same 3 strings but with the bass note on the 5th string. And then the right hand drops back down to the 2nd, 3rd and 4th strings for the chords. Bar 49 we get that grace note to start the bass, so we're getting a, and again your fingers are just backwards and forwards. Same again. Same again. On that last chord I do a slight arpeggiated chord, which sets us up for the next section that's coming into it. So there we have the right hand, and that's where I'll leave this tutorial for the moment. I hope this helps you to play this piece. Music and tabs are available free from my website www.boltonguitar.co.uk, and I hope to see you on the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.